let's get into our Shonen playoffs. So first of all, I'll start here with our winners from our previous rounds. Jordan, please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're probably right.
But we are down to the wire between. Did we get our results? Am I off?
I mean, we did talk about the playoff.
We talk about the play-ins. We talked about the play-ins last week, right?
Talked about the
okay, so
last week.
between Gintama, Rurouni Kenshin, Rurouni Kenshin cleared it.
Like I don't even think anybody voted for Gintama. Maybe I think on Instagram we had a couple votes for Gintama, but
yeah, it wasn't.
We didn't have any on Facebook.
It wasn't close.
It wasn't close.
We didn't have any. I don't think we had any.
Yeah, and in between Inuyasha, right, exactly. In between Inuyasha and Fairytail,
that was closer than I expected, honestly. And I wasn't expecting Inuyasha to pull that one out because I wasn't on the pod last week, but I heard when it was announced, I was like, that was surprising, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I could have saw it going either way.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not like
it was one of those ones too where it was a matchup with like old anime fans versus new anime fans.
That's what we were talking about last week.
Like when we in the Discord and on Facebook, I feel like our fans are a little older.
Yeah.
Because like, it's most of us, it's like our friends, people our age, most it's
right.
Late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s.
Yeah.
So like folks that have been in the anime game for a long time. And, Fairytale, I mean, it's not new, it's 2000s, but like it's like newer. And it's finished. So
and that's what
because Inuyasha been done for a hot ass.
Right. It was a super long time.
Yeah. And that was my question last week about like relevance versus
quality
catalog. Quality of catalog and whatnot. Yeah. Because I truly don't know what people will end up voting for in some of these cases. It's like Bleach and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Like I don't know if people are going to vote for the more recent one or the one that has the larger catalog that they probably grew up with, depending on whatever age they grew up in.
Damn whippersnappers.
Right. I'm going to read some comments from one of our fans, our supporters. This is Freeman. But he left some comments on our YouTube video that I'll read on here about the different ones that we talked about.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's just like short thoughts. So I haven't watched more. This is one of them. I haven't watched more than a few episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen. I read Bleach for a while, so I'm way more familiar with its story. I'll probably abstain from this one. Just say Bleach. It's easier.
It's funny because
it's easier to say that.
It was so funny. And Free, you can back me up on this. I got into Bleach in college because my guy Freeman and my guy Deuce talk about it all the time. We was at lunch. They were talking about captains and all this stuff. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all talking about?
Courtyard squads.
Yeah. So they would talk about Bleach, and they are the ones that got me into Bleach. So shout you out, Free, because you got me into Bleach. You and Deuce.
Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not, like we talked about last week, I wouldn't be mad if you voted either which way, but I'm voting for Bleach.
I'm voting for Bleach, too.
He said...
Jujutsu Kaisen.
You said what?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
You also just didn't like Bleach, though.
I didn't.
Yeah, so it's fair. Hunter x Hunter is Yu Yu Hakusho. Don't do Hunter x Hunter like that. Hunter x Hunter has a top tier story and power base. No, he's talking about. I said this last week. Sure. It's good enough to have different people as lead characters, and the story doesn't suffer. Okay. Demon Slayer, and then he said Demon Slayer needs to show me more first. I love the animation. I'm going with Hunter x Hunter. So, I mean, do I have to be the one that talk about Yu Yu Hakusho has a lot of parallels and similarity in the same creator as Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
They wear the same color fit. Right. Like this
true,
is like they're like
that's true.
I mean, maybe that's just lazy animation or whatever.
Nah, he was in the green. He was in the green back in the day. He was
right,
like,
it's
drippy,
the
bro.
same exact green. So I mean, it's not the exact same story, but it's a lot of.
I think it's. I mean, it's different enough. Obviously,
it is.
I mean, each story is unique. I mean, you still have just like arguably two of the best tournament arcs of any anime ever.
Hands
both of those shows.
Yeah, hands down.
Because I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho, that tournament was like, hands down, probably. If not the best top three tournament arcs of any anime ever. Yeah. I think you might not be wrong there. Because I'm gonna throw. I still throw the Cell tournament arc up there. The Cell Saga, yeah, for
like
sure.
within at least top 5 because that was
good.
But yeah, I think I'll throw.
So I think
Yu Yu Hakusho.
I think Yu Yu Hakusho will take Black Clover just because Yu Yu Hakusho is a classic. It's a legend. Yeah, and Black Clover is good. but you have to like get significantly into the story for it to get really good.
Yeah,
and Yu Yu Hakusho pretty much gets good from jump.
Yeah,
this
because this man is ready to eat, hands ready to eat for everybody.
Right
from jump.
Right. Yeah. Freeman says Black Clover is dope with the hands, but Yu Yu Hakusho is the GOAT of having hands.
Yeah, that's true.
And is less annoying.
That's true.
I'll go with Yu Yu Hakusho. Way better story. Yeah, I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho is a big dog, man. Like,
that's true.
What can you? It's just not. It's like we'll see, because this is also one of those things where some people might be more familiar with Black Clover, depending on the age range who decides to vote.
Yep.
But if you're like, I'm not going to disqualify you if you decide to vote for Black Clover, but I just like Yu Yu Hakusho is just permeate so many different levels. Dragon Ball is most popular, but Rurouni Kenshin is a better story, and I love Dragon Ball. I mean, yeah, for sure.
I mean, no, he's wrong, but
no, he's not.
He is wrong.
You think Dragon Ball Z is a better story than Rurouni Kenshin?
Dragon Ball Z story suffered because it kept going.
No, Dragon Ball Z is
Dragon Ball suffered because it was
Goku is unsatisfied with his power levels. He meets somebody that he can't beat. He dies. He gets stronger, and then he wins.
Yeah, that's when it kept
repeat.
Going.
Yeah, no, that's part of your point.
That's what I'm saying.
Think, again, if it ends at the civil
because his first death was legit self-sacrifice to save the world,
right?
Until he got wished back, and then the second fights were where he was like, "Hey, I'm not coming back because I'm bringing trouble here." And Gohan was supposed to carry, but they was like, "Nah."
Yeah. That's what they just had to keep
going. Like if that was the end, they would have been straight.
I think,
but then it just kept repeating.
Yeah, I think the reason that Dragon Ball Z kind of convoluted a little bit is that you had this narrative that was setting up Goku to be succeeded by Gohan, and this will forever be the narrative where Dragon Ball Z could have been way better, is if you let Goku go.
True.
Like, I feel like if you let Goku go in that instance, you have a better story.
Yeah.
Is it going to be as popular as it is now if you let Goku go? No.
Yeah, it was, because everybody was ready for Gohan. When he beat Cell, everybody was ready.
But at the same time, I mean, Goku is, without a doubt, one of the poster children for anime.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, niggas that don't like anime wear Goku's fit at the gym.
Well, yeah, and I think that's part of the problem, right? Where the creators got kind of peer pressured.
I think so. Yeah.
Like, we have to keep this icon of a character, or
the studios wanted to keep it going.
The studios, right? Because it wasn't written that way originally.
I mean, to be fair, Dragon Ball Z had some like freaking fantastic arcs. Some of the best villains.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. Cell is a great villain.
Rest my case.
I mean, but at the same time, but with that being said, from start to finish, Rurouni Kenshin has a better narrative than Dragon Ball Z's kind of winding narrative. Because, Dragon Ball Z is good, and then it sucks, and then it's great, and then and then it's great, and then so you have mountains and valleys. Where I feel like with Rurouni Kenshin, you have a shorter story.
But that's life.
But I don't want to watch. No, it's not, bro. It's not. No.
Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down.
None of us getting like 15 different power-ups.
Sometimes you're trying to save the world. Sometimes you're trying to get your driver's license. Like it's.
Sometimes you're a farmer and you're bench pressing. You're a farmer.
Sometimes you want to. Sometimes you want to go radishes.
They had that episode where he was trying to get his license, right?
Yeah. Him and Piccolo.
Yeah,
it was like the SpongeBob driver's license. So that's what I swear that's where SpongeBob got it from.
Probably.
Oh yeah, and that's part of my issue with. That's part of where I would agree with you on behalf of that, is because Dragon Ball Z, I think it just lived too long. Well, you said this. It lived too long. So I agree with that. I just don't think. I think Rurouni Kenshin is just a really good story, and I think they're telling different stories from different styles.
Yeah, definitely.
It is, for sure.
But if you had to put them up against these other,
I'm going to run
Dragon Ball Z
all day.
I'm sorry. I gotta be loyal to
my boy
originator.
Kimura, the Batosai. You gotta. Come on, bro. This man's a stone cold killer.
Yeah. All right, let's make our predictions.
When he's not being an idiot.
Right. Let's make our predictions out the other side of this Shonen playoffs.
Yeah.
We wanted to wait till Jordan came back to approach.
Oh, we're not waiting for Chris. I thought we was waiting for Chris too for this side.
She'll be back. Because I'm pretty sure the one she wants to talk about will live to see another day. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Although we had already one surprise, so you never know. I mean, that's the best part. You got upsets. Right. March Madness is so fun.
Yeah, and I mean the next one, like I said, the next one on the other end of the bracket, we'll call it the Eastern Conference. Is I think it has a lot of potential for upsets.
I think so.
Especially as it winds down.
I think so. I think you're right.
It depends on the demographic. But let's talk about the Western Conference, in which we have One Piece and Inyuyasha.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan versus Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure versus My Hero Academia. And Naruto versus Seven Deadly Sins. We'll start top. We'll go from this one will work at bottom to top. I want to go bottom to top.
Yeah.
So let's start with Naruto versus Seven Deadly Sins. Who do y'all got?
I mean,
Naruto
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Seven Deadly Sins. Don't get me wrong. But Naruto's
it's classic.
It's a classic. Yeah. It's legendary.
It's like
it's one of the big three.
It's almost like y'all gonna say it's the DBZ on this end, pretty much.
Yeah. Basically.
So pretty much anything that's gonna come against it is gonna have a really hard time.
Yeah. I think it's just funny that like with Ruto, I mean, and I feel like Boruto will also help Naruto in this competition just because it's the child of
It's able to stay relevant in a way too.
It's the next best thing. So so I think Ruto is gonna take that one. Again, Seven Deadly Sins is dope. It's a great anime.
And also takes a little bit to get into, not in a bad way, but like the story.
Seven Deadly Sins does?
Yeah, it takes a couple episodes to kind of
I think going. And for me too, like for Seven Deadly Sins, part of the reason or part of my beef with it a little bit is that like by the time it got to the end, like I was ready for it to be done.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of stuff where like you get to the end and you're like, all right, like let's wrap this up. Like I felt like, cause I got to the end and there was like a moment where I thought it was over and then they extended it by another few chapters and I was like, you mother.
Right.
I was upset. I stopped reading it for like a few weeks because I was mad. I was like, why? You should have just ended it there. Why?
Yeah.
So I was low key upset at the end, but so
yeah, that's fair. What do you have?
Oh, Naruto.
Yeah,
I got like halfway through the Seven Deadly Sins anime. I didn't dislike it, but it's not Naruto.
I think, and I think if you're talking about things that the kids like nowadays, fight scenes and everything.
Yeah.
Fight scenes wise, Naruto takes it hands down.
What? And it's like Naruto is like living on TikTok right now. It's like it's all the space where the young anime watchers are at. It's there.
And then too, it's like like what kid doesn't like ninjas?
Right.
Every kid likes ninjas.
Every kid likes ninjas.
Facts. Three Ninjas Kickback. Yo.
Yes, bro.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Three Ninjas
Classics,
Kickback.
Bro.
Ninja Turtles. American Ninja.
American Ninja was hard. That was oh man. Anyways, let's talk about the next matchup. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure versus My Hero Academia.
That's a good one.
This is a good one.
That's a good matchup. I could see this going either way, super easily.
Because both of them are high, especially JoJo's. It lives on TikTok. Is highly popular. My Hero. Everybody that is, I guess the next generation of anime watchers. Yeah. All of them are into My Hero. Yeah, but sure. Like JoJo's, it has this. Everybody,
it's got that swag.
Well, so everybody cosplay JoJo.
Yeah.
They quote different, or they do the different poses and stuff like that. So it's like, it's hard to know what people will vote. Like what would make them go which way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because each show, obviously, well, you're a JoJo fan, and so you would say that the story of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is pretty unique.
Oh yeah, it's definitely unique.
Unique is a good word for it.
Definitely unique.
I wouldn't call it good. It's unique.
It's unique.
Yeah,
it's unique.
But you would say My Hero is good versus
it's
JoJo's
different. That's the thing. It's like it's not in the same vein because like JoJo's is a show that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Right.
you know, like it's intended to be lighthearted, but at the same time, like it deals with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
JoJo has the sound design of Inception, though. Like turn up the subs while you're watching JoJo's.
Yeah, and I feel like I feel like with My Hero, it's more geared towards kids.
Yes,
you know, as far as it's like My Hero is a quintessential shonen.
Oh yeah,
like quirky, lovable main character. Yeah. Quirky. Lovable main character, like, you know, the themes, you know, the school life, you know, superpowers, everything. It's geared towards kids, you know, and it's relevant, it's wholesome, you know, there's very little, I mean, there's a little fan service, but it's very little on the fan service side of things, which is great. Cause
man, I saw a whole thing explode on Facebook.
For My Hero?
For fan service stuff.
Oh, I've been avoiding spoilers because I'm actually.
No, it wasn't a spoiler thing. It was a whole. Yeah.
Oh, you saw something that you.
No, it wasn't that. It's just a discussion / argument that exploded for like 3 days because this dude said his crush was a female character for My Hero, but the nigga was like 20. But he's been watching My Hero since the beginning, so he's like 16 when it first came out.
Oh. Yeah, that's hard.
So people was like, well,
I'm not gonna
get out of here.
Yeah, I wouldn't put myself out on the internet like that.
Nah. Well, I mean, I think young people don't realize like this is not a safe space.
No,
well, no matter what anybody tells you, the internet, anywhere on the internet is not a safe space.
Well, what you say lives on the internet for forever, whether you like it or not.
Somebody's gonna disagree with you and give you shit.
Right.
Like, no matter where you post it, even if it's you think all y'all are the same.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
And he got it for like 3 days straight.
Makes sense.
On an anime page.
Which
they
was
just talking about this nigga.
Not just people, like
just talking about this nigga for 3 days straight, and every post had like 90 comments on it.
Damn.
Yes, and this dude
roasting this nigga, bro.
Yeah, you need to take a social media break, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, he left. He disappeared.
Yeah, that's what I would do. My whole Facebook would
deactivate, bro. Start over.
Yep.
Just start over at that point.
I live in the mountains. I don't even watch anime or TV.
And he kept trying to justify, which made it even worse. Many people go, like, bro, just die. Just go. Not die, but just let it die. Like,
right.
Don't try to defend it. Just. It's like when you get ribbed too good and you just sit there and take it.
Yeah.
You don't even try to get back.
Yeah, because if you don't, the thing about the rib is that if you don't get in early enough, and there's the momentum
if you don't
against you,
if you don't stop it right away,
you got like you ain't making no more jokes.
Even if you have a good comeback,
right?
It don't even matter
because the moment it's almost like.
It's like bombing it's like bombing at a comedy show.
Yep.
Like don't try to bring it back. Just live in it.
Yep.
Just live in it.
Like, that happened.
Yep.
Moving.
Yep.
Oh man. But JoJo's My Hero. What do y'all got?
I want My Hero to win, but I feel like JoJo's is gonna win.
See this JoJo is swaggy, man. It's swaggy.
That's not what
like My Hero's not swaggy.
Yeah.
Like.
I don't think I see anybody cosplaying My Hero stuff.
Oh yeah, they do.
I mean, like to the extent of like JoJo,
there's a lot of
Slayer.
but they a lot of people don't do Deku.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't do Deku. They do Bakugo and Froppy. They do a lot.
Yeah.
What's the girl that does the blood with the little Hannibal Lecter mask?
You're talking about Koga? I think is her name.
Yeah. I've seen it, but I don't have her. No, I don't have that one. I don't have that one.
Yeah. Got a lot of them though.
Yeah.
Anyway. No. Yeah. So I mean, I'll go. Man, I'm gonna go My Hero.
Boo.
You think so?
I'm gonna trust the story over the swag. I'm gonna trust the
You
story
a Dipset
over the
fan.
swag.
You a
I
Dipset
am.
fan.
So
you
that's
know-
why in my
you
heart
know-
of hearts,
you know-
I know that JoJo will likely advance. But my personal
swag,
vote
man.
is gonna be on My
That's
Hero
swag,
because the
man.
story is solid. But
Yeah,
like
I
people
wouldn't
go
call it
with
swag.
the appeal more than the story. But I don't know.
JoJo done pulled up with the pink NBA jacket on, with the pink flip phone, and the pink Range Rover,
with the hat,
with the pink
fur
hat.
Oh man,
Acting a whole fool.
right. Speaking of people
they keep
acting
the
a whole
computers
fool,
putin', man.
right? Yeah. Speaking of acting a whole fool, our next lineup: AOT Attack on Titan versus Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That's solid.
This is a valid matchup, but I feel like it's not fair.
I feel like I feel like right now, very few things will beat AOT in a contest.
Well, yeah,
because of how relevant
peak
it is
popularness.
right now. Yeah, because of how relevant it is. Like,
even though I would probably argue that Full Metal Alchemist is
Full Metal
better.
Alchemist does almost everything right.
Yeah. I have never heard a single critic of Brotherhood. Somebody who didn't like it that's watched it completely.
Yeah, I've heard lots of critics of AOT. So
yeah, well, I mean, it's because of Genocide Daddy. That's
right, Genocide Daddy.
That's why people critique it. But
Genocide Poppy.
There you go.
Poppy.
I mean, he did look Puerto Rican as hell when he pulled his hair back like that.
Oh, he did with the
pulled out the jacket, bro. With the little
hair, dog.
Yeah. This man channeled the islands, bro. He's a real island boy. Truly, because he's from Paradise.
Fact, true.
That's
Facts.
hilarious.
Anyway, but no, I
Just
think
an island boy. Titans in the wall. Gonna destroy the town.
got the rumbling.
Oh man.
What you gonna do now?
Yeah, all right. Don't get us started on the Milwaukee boys.
Right.
Anyway, before we get too far,
right. Just I'm like, I'm about to go left.
This was Lance doesn't want to be associated with this. Lance is like, I have an actual music career.
This is crazy.
But no, I mean, me personally, I like Brotherhood better.
Yep.
As a story, I mean, AOT just as far as like shock value goes, I think is just like it's a great story. Like it is.
It's almost like DBZ in a way where if it was just the first, like couple of seasons and a half or however you want to count it, that I could, and if Brotherhood was as short or whatever, then I feel like that'd be fair. But I'm gonna go Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, I got to.
Yeah,
I will go Full Metal. I will vote Full Metal.
Yeah,
super unique too.
Yeah,
in a good way, not in a dismissive way. Let's talk about this. This last lopsided. This just happened in the playoffs. This kind of matchup before the current round. It was who got shut out. There's only one team that got shut out in the playoffs.
Oh, Brooklyn?
Yes, this is
Brooklyn,
what
Boston.
This is exactly what's going on. One Piece is Boston Celtics. If Inyuyasha is the Brooklyn Nets, okay.
I think that's because I don't think anybody expected Brooklyn Nets to go out like that, right?
No, they didn't. Nobody did.
So I don't think that's quite the same because One Piece is the GOAT. Like,
I mean, Inyuyasha got all the. Well, I guess One Piece was too. All the TV time.
Yeah.
With Tsunami.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, One Piece came right into like peak.
Yeah. I feel like the reason that One Piece will take this is because it was running at the same it was running at the same time and it's still going. And I feel like now One Piece is at a point where it's the best it's ever been. Mm-hmm. Right now at its current point in story. Like there's been some like truly fantastic arcs.
Yeah.
You know, like you have like Impel Down and like the Water 7 arc and everything like that. But like you've got right now where they're at with the Wano arc, like with this Luffy and Kaido fight, which is like freaking nuts. Mm-hmm. You know, and his most recent development, Luffy's most recent power development. Mm-hmm. Like you have arguably probably one of the best reveals of the show so far. Yeah. Like of its history. So I mean, One Piece right now is still in its heyday. Mm-hmm. You know, where it's
that's what I was gonna say. I mean,
it's still
and then
it's still gaining steam.
It's still got 1,000 more episodes left,
right? And they got the live action adaptation coming out, which I don't have a vote for. But I mean, I don't think it's gonna be great, but I still think that it creates hype around the actual show in a way.
Because Netflix putting it out. That might.
Well, they didn't, but like.
It didn't affect Cowboy Bebop.
That's what I was like. It didn't affect Cowboy Bebop, but
they messed up Death Note. They can't mess up Cowboy Bebop, and they did. Yeah, and you think, One Piece is the anime that is like, oh, they can mess this up, and they probably will.
Yeah, but I think the hype is there. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, even if that is trash, but the hype is there.
Netflix.
I'm gonna go One Piece for sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I saw myself voting any other way when I saw this.
I mean, I have One Piece winning the whole thing, so.
Ooh, that's a good one. What do you? This is early. We gonna start. Which one you think could stop One Piece?
I don't think
or possibly can. On the side.
I personally,
I think Naruto maybe.
I don't think any of them can.
I think Naruto has.
I think Naruto could.
You think so?
I think it has a chance.
Hunter
just off sheer popularity.
For me, Hunter.
Oh, you mean on the Eastern Conference side?
Yeah.
Hunter against One
Piece.
Like if
they made up in the championship, but Hunter is not making it to the championship.
Nah, because it has to get past either
Demon Slayer and then the winner of Bleach and Jujustukaisen.
Right, and also even Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah,
right.
Because Yu Yu Hakusho is the same creator, but it was still more mainstream than Hunter ever was.
When I think Hunter is big, and I didn't get because I wasn't here last week when I talked about it, but I think Hunter's problem is that it's been so long since it's been over 2 years since there's been any new release of anything.
Yeah.
So
and that makes a big difference.
It's hard to maintain any sort of momentum and popularity of something that you're not actively working on.
Yeah.
Like obviously the author has health issues and stuff like that, but like at the same time, this nigga just ain't working on it.
Like if we talking about like for
took a whole
playoffs,
ass break. Yeah. So like you can't. I mean, playoffs. This nigga ain't practicing, so it's like you're not putting in any work to further your story. And I mean, the story ended in a weird spot too. Like it's not even like he didn't like end on the end of an arc. Yeah. He ended in the middle of an arc.
Yeah.
And arguably probably one of the most boring arcs he's ended in he's had so far. Yeah. At least from my perspective. Like, I was just like, bro, this is dry as hell.
Yeah.
Because you came off of that Chimera Ant arc, and which was dope,
which was crazy,
which was great. Which is one of the all-time great arcs in anime, and then you give us this nonsense where you're going to some island or whatever.
Yeah,
and you're like, bro,
what are we doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree. I think if Hunter loses, it's simply because of that. I think that popularity factor. I mean, we weren't able to necessarily. Well, we saw it a little bit in the play-in. I think that's part of Samurai X when going up against Gintama, the popularity factor, and the same thing for Inyuyasha and Fairytail in a way. I think Inyuyasha had more TV time, which is why people are familiar with it. I don't know if it's necessarily better than Fairytail per se, but I mean, I think the
story is for sure. I think the story's better.
Yeah, but I think the TV time has a lot to do with it. Like if I saw it on Toonami or whatever, that might make a big difference. Man, I'm excited to see what's gonna come out of these set rounds.
Yeah.
As we kind of talk about this stuff, remember. If it's way too late for you to submit your bracket at this point. But the winner is getting $100, not cash because we can't mail you cash. I don't think you can mail cash and stuff.
You can, but you can mail a gift card.
Yeah, we're gonna mail you $100 gift card of sorts, and it's gonna be awesome. And so we got all of our
and it's gonna be like $10 gift cards, so you could look like you got like people get a stack of singles. You can fan out your gift cards.
You remember the
fan them out.
Do you remember the hotel video? Cassidy, R. Kelly.
That was a long time ago. I do not remember.
I got room keys, and they run around Cassidy's running around the whole video, just throwing around room keys. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing.
That's what's gonna
like. What are you gonna be like? How are you flexing multiple room keys? First of all, it just sounds like an expensive stay. Like
you're gonna be somewhere like, hold on, I got a gift card, and your total's gonna be like $75. You're gonna have to swipe them one at a time.
Hang on, I got another one. Hang on.
Right.
Right, wait.
There's no maximum, right? Okay, thanks.